Hey, patience!
Bonnaroo!
Wow, really
Hey.
kept me on the edge of my seat with that.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Sports Talk live stream with Titans Tube. I'm Caleb.
I'm Justin.
Yeah.
Justin.
And this is, we're live right now. It's 8:34 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we're going to talk about sports.
Only 4 minutes
maybe
left.
Titans talk, maybe NFL talk, maybe some NBA Finals and Stanley Cup talk.
Yeah.
See what's been going down in the sports world, and then at the end, we're going to answer some fan questions. As always, if you're not watching this live, check out the timestamps in the description below to jump straight to a section, or you can watch the whole thing, which I highly discourage because it's probably boring.
It's probably not that great, but, we like talking about
anyways,
sports.
Thanks for tuning in to the show right now. Let's
How
go.
do you want to start off?
Let's go. Actually, I want to start off with a tweet. I'm gonna you talk.
No, I mean I was going to talk, but I was going to ask you a question. So
okay, ask me a question.
So Caleb, you ventured out to Manchester, Tennessee. Went to Bonnaroo last weekend. I just wanted to get your take. What was your favorite show or memory that you made?
That's right. I did go to Bonnaroo this past weekend. Shout out to anyone who went to Bonnaroo. If you did, leave your memories and your favorite show in the comments below.
Did you wear any tie-dye?
I did not wear any tie-dye.
Did you do any hallucinogens and just get crazy?
Nah, I'm still on them, bruh.
Still coming out. Okay. How was the music?
Music was great. As always, I liked the lineup this year.
Very nice.
Got to see all of U2 set. First time they've ever played an American festival before.
Right on.
And then I saw all the Chili Peppers, saw Cage the Elephant, some Nashville natives. Good. Big Titans fans.
I thought they were from Kentucky.
They're from Kentucky. Okay, my bad. You're right. I said that, and Amy corrected me earlier. They're from Kentucky.
False information.
But they live in Nashville now.
So we claimed them.
So we claimed them. They are ours, and they rocked it right before the Chili Peppers. So bad scheduling on Rue's part.
No.
But we got to see both of them. Yeah, it was good. Rode the Ferris wheel. Had some spicy pie. That might have been the highlight because the spicy pie was dope.
Here's who played, in case you missed it.
But yeah, it was great. Great year.
Good
Hope
times.
to see everyone else out there.
I couldn't make it this year. I'm sorry.
Well, you should make it next year, bro.
Maybe I will. Get off my back.
Make it next year.
I will.
Okay. What's up? So what's up in the sports world? What do you want to go into?
As we know, our wonderful Stanley Cup darlings, Nashville Predators, have been defeated by the Pittsburgh Penguins, unfortunately. I don't want to spend too much time on it because A, I'm a sore loser, and B, it makes me sad and it hurts. And it still kind of hurts thinking about it, and it's been a couple days. But hey, it was a memorable playoff run. It was awesome. Nashville got to strut their stuff and show how great of a hockey town we are, and it was exciting. They have now matched the Tennessee Titans for making it the furthest in a professional sport.
And still losing. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there. They still lost.
Yeah, we lost, but it was still a fun time. Okay.
Yeah, we actually on Thursday night they had a watch party for the Preds, and we went to at Bonnaroo at the Witch stage. We went, and we were gone pretty much by the beginning of the second period because it was horrible. And then they had another watch party Sunday night, but it was so small because no one was
there.
Yeah, we walked by it just randomly because they didn't announce it or anything. I'm like, oh, they're watching the Preds game right there, or they're showing it. And I was like,
and that was actually a great game. And I will say that game sucked because of that. It was such a low scoring game, and the one goal that we had scored was called back. So the ref had a trigger happy whistle. So that was unfortunate. So it should have been a 1-1 game going into overtime, but no.
Well, what happened? What happened to the Preds in Game 5?
I have no idea. All I know is that I realized Sidney Crosby was a punk, throwing water bottles and bashing P.K. Subban's head on the ice.
I did see that. Was that
yes,
Game 5?
I get Subban was committing a holding foul and call him for that foul, but the reaction to beat his head on the ice, I mean, is that where do you draw the line? Is that too far? Should he have?
It was too far.
Swung his stick and hit him in the face with it. Would that have drawn a bigger foul for Crosby? I don't know.
According to the rules, it was too far because he got penalty box.
We got outplayed big time. That was very lopsided. Pecorino was was not the Pecorine
Pekka
had brought us here.
He played, and I'm gonna be blunt here, atrocious on the road in the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
What happened there? But then he was like the absolute hero at home most of the games till Game 6.
And he was a hero. We had shut him out until 1 minute left in the third period. So, and then they got the empty net goal to make it 2-0. So lame end to a fantastic, memorable season.
So wait, that game really came down to the last minute?
Yeah, it was like 0-0.
Until 1 minute left in the third period?
Yeah.
And they scored?
Oh,
that is heartbreaking.
And we had that goal in the second period. Yeah.
That's like worse.
That's like 1 yard short Titans stuff, almost.
Yeah, that basically is. That's up there. Oh, also, side note.
Championship heartbreak here in Nashville.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know country artists very well, but Faith Hill sang the national anthem.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Apparently, she sang the national anthem for
the
Game
one
6,
I didn't see.
and she also sang the national anthem before the Super Bowl that the Titans lost.
Really?
So she's 0 for 2.
Okay, she's done. She's out.
Yeah, why would they even
Get
her
her
to sing the national anthem? There's
She's
again
cursed.
for the Preds.
We're cursed with Faith Hill. There's no faith with
What
faith.
did they think was going to happen? I mean, sports fans are always so superstitious. Why would they get Faith Hill to sing the anthem for Game 6? God.
And it happened in a heartbreaking fashion, just like a Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay,
So,
yeah. She's never allowed in Tennessee again.
Brian Rams agrees, yeah. She's a curse. She
is a curse. Get her the heck out of town. Okay, anything left to say about the Stanley Cup?
Not really.
We're proud of the team.
Yeah, proud. Well, it still hurts. Still hurts me. I'm trying to avoid. I went onto ESPN.com like after the game had happened, and it said Crosby officially amongst the greats now or something. I was like, okay, unclick. I'm not about to read anything about that.
But let's be honest, he definitely is.
Yeah, he's a great player. I just think he's punk, and I don't like him for bashing people's heads and throwing water bottles on the ice, which is clearly illegal.
Yeah,
and it got nothing.
I saw it. Did he mean to do that though? Because I thought he said it was an accident.
I mean, sometimes I accidentally have water bottles slip out of my hands 50 feet in front of me. I mean, I guess that happens.
That's
sometimes.
pretty true.
It's a pretty common occurrence. It's a problem.
Man, I'm
understand
thirsty over here.
Drink the water.
Probably because I didn't have a lot of water this past weekend.
Yeah,
water.
A lot of sun. Not water.
Anyway,
you want to move on to the exciting, thrilling, intoxicating NBA Finals? I mean, that was just can't miss television.
Yes. Let's talk about it.
That was very, very predictable. Sorry. Did I not say in the last live stream I got Warriors in 5? I mean, let's be honest.
This was. That? I'll have to go back and watch.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Do we have that?
I remember saying like I'll give Cleveland the game. I'm gonna try to be nice as I can, but yeah, it's not a very hard series to predict though, from what we saw.
Man, do you think the Warriors are going to be able to continue this like into the next 3 years? I mean, Steph Curry is actually a unrestricted free agent right now. And Kevin Durant actually has an option to explore free agency if he wants to, a player option. But yeah, why would you leave that team
Especially
now?
in a sport where greatness is kind of defined by titles almost. Fair or not fair. Like, you want to play for the Warriors for as long as you can, I think. So
I mean, but what sport doesn't really include championships as part of greatness? Everyone thinks Tom Brady's the GOAT because he's got 5 rings now.
But people consider Dan Marino the greatest of all time. Well, maybe Joe Montana. But at the time Dan Marino retired, he was considered like top 3, no question.
Well,
and he never won Super Bowl.
Does anyone consider Bill Russell the best of all time? Because he's got like 10 championships.
But he played when no one was alive at this point. So
he was he was the only one on the court for both teams, and he won. Good job, bro.
Yeah.
And he only won 10 out of 11. He didn't even win one. He lost to somebody.
Wait, what? What's this DeMarco Murray thing?
No, he's not out for the season. He hurt his finger.
Unless this happened like in the past 5 minutes, I didn't.
Okay, well, let's
He practiced today. What do you guys?
He had surgery on his finger, his hand.
Yeah.
And Tajae Sharp
Tajae
Sharp had surgery on what? His ankle?
Yeah. His foot.
Does either of those worry you? No. Side note, yeah, we already moved on from the finals. That's how boring they were.
Yeah, we're entering. You know what? I did want to say this. KD, I think, robbed us of another epic finals. If he hadn't have moved from the Thunder, we would have gotten a classic repeat of the finals, like the one we got last year with the game going to 7, and the Caps coming back down 3-1. And who knows if KD would have stayed with the Thunder? I think him and Russell
could have
Westbrook could have gotten over the hump and gotten a classic Thunder versus Cavs
Dude,
matchup.
Thunder versus Cavs
awesome.
matchup would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Would have been awesome.
So thanks, KD.
And he took like all the competition that was in the West and just removed it and made, like I would have loved to see another Thunder Warriors rematch in the
awesome.
Western Conference Finals.
That would have been great. And
how
great of a story would that have been?
Yeah.
Kevin Durant gets his revenge, then he gets to the finals and has an epic series against the Cavs. I mean, I don't know. A lot of wonderful, great storylines that never got to be.
And now it's just like, oh yeah, Kevin Durant abandoned ship and jumped on the best bandwagon ever, and just to get a championship. And he got it, and I'll give him some respect. He did play. He had an incredible finals.
He earned the finals MVP.
Definitely earned the finals MVP, but he's still, still gonna hold that against him for leaving, for abandoning his team in the time of need.
I'm with you there.
Okay.
All right. You want to move to Titans stuff?
Yes.
Or NFL stuff?
Let's move to Titans stuff.
I mean, what else is there to talk about? I already saw comments about Kendall Wright. I was going to ask you that.
Let's go back to the Tajae DeMarco Murray injury real quick. What do you think this is going to have any kind of effect on depth chart? Obviously you're going to miss some time in the offseason, but you said DeMarco practiced today.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything to worry about. They're going to be ready for training camp, which is all that matters. DeMarco is going to be our starting running back. Nothing changes there. As for Tajae Sharp, you know who I want to see be on the practice field is Kevin Dodd. He's missing OTAs again. He's had over a year now to recover from this foot surgery, and he got a little bit of playing time last year. But
poor kid, man. Poor kid,
or they're just kind of tough. Get over it. I mean, I don't know. I know foot injuries are hard to deal with. I don't want to be too hard on him. But he was a second-round pick. We need him to come around. We need him for that foot to heal up.
For that foot to feel up.
And he's at a position that we really need right now. We need some solid depth on the defensive end, maybe / outside linebacker side. I don't know exactly what he is. I think he's officially going to be at end on our 3-4 scheme. But, man, he's the one I'm most worried about. He needs to come around. I'm not really worried about Tajae, and I'm not worried about DeMarco. I think they're going to be fine by the time training camp comes around, 100%.
I'm worried about Tajae because of his playing time. I think that could get...
also, whatever... Not talk about injuries, but playing time.
I mean, and just like mentally, like he came into last year after the offseason, everyone hyping him up, saying he's going to be like the number one wide receiver on the Titans, going to have a great year. Got off to a good start, ended up kind of, plateauing really early. And now, we come into this offseason, to the draft 2 receivers who people are, like, already, hailing as... Once again, they're like, oh, yeah, 2 stars. They're the starters alongside Rashard Matthews. Tajae just gets bumped down the depth chart.
Yeah.
Depth chart.
Yeah.
And now depth chart. And now he gets hurt.
Yeah.
So he's going to miss some time. That could set him... It could kind of start disconnecting him from the team a little bit.
I think he's still a good player, and I want him... And he still has a role on this team. Even if he is the 4th receiver on this team, that's really good. That's really good to have a guy like Tajae Sharp as your 4th receiver. And even if maybe Taywan Taylor doesn't pan out like we were hoping, or maybe if Corey Davis takes time to adapt to the NFL game, we're just going to need Tajae Sharp to step up. And he made plays for us last year. Let's not kid ourselves. Like
he did.
He converted some huge third downs. He caught a couple long touchdown passes.
He just wasn't, and it could have just been he's a rookie and he needs some time more time to develop than everyone thought.
He had problems with disappearing at times, whether that was how our offense ran or if he just couldn't get open.
Or our pass game disappeared at times anyway, so he was probably a factor, or he probably reaped the non-benefits from that.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, let's get on to this Kendall Wright thing. So what did Kendall Wright say today? Because I haven't heard it yet. He's about to read it to me.
He said on what motivates him. Tweet via Kevin Fishbane. Fishbane? Is he the bane of fish?
Lord Fishbane.
Anyway, Kendall Wright says, I quote, "I probably was the best receiver on the Titans roster last year, and I was playing 10 plays a game. That's what motivates him." I don't know what kind of an answer that is for your motivation. But,
so basically,
in saying he was the best receiver that we had on the roster last year. He's I mean, not exactly the most humble of responses.
But I would probably agree to that. I thought he was by far the most explosive and dynamic receiver. He's
talented.
not. I mean, we had so many needs in the receiving game. Our receiving core is down already. I don't want to take anything away from Rashard, but I think he more like filled his role to its max potential. I just think Kendall Wright's potential could have been higher than Rashard Matthews.
Yeah,
and
that's the problem.
He fell way shorter.
Yeah, Rashard filled up his potential and probably exceeded a lot of our expectations. And Kendall Wright never had a seat. Well, he did break 1,000 yards in 1 year, but but other than that, like he never has panned out. We picked him in the first round at number 22 or 23 overall, like 2012 or 11. But I think that's a good point. He never reached that potential that Rashard did with us in 1 year. So and he's always had problems with falling down, running routes, and he I swear he juked himself into his own tackle like half the time he caught the ball. He would make 3 people miss, then he made his own feet miss the field, and he would fall on the ground.
Or he would catch a pass for 7 yards, run back 3 yards, and then get tackled. 2 yards behind where he originally caught it.
And he definitely is an explosive player. He's got great talent. His diving catch, I think, against the Browns, that was one of the coolest, best Titans plays I've ever seen, probably. That diving catch was amazing.
And he had an awesome game. He had a few great games, and there were games where he didn't play the whole time.
Yeah, it's like a mix between him being unhappy and our coaches, our offense, didn't really know how to use him.
Yeah.
I saw him lining up in the backfield a few times and just like chipping on a block and then running a worthless route. Like, what were we doing with Kendall Wright? That didn't really make sense. I think it's just a bad marriage.
We weren't using him the right way, I'll tell you that much. Oh, man, I've used that joke so many times on the show with Kendall Wright.
God, it's so funny. It's funnier every time.
But, yeah, I do think he had a potential. He was probably the most talented receiver, just like pure skill and speed and athleticism on the team. But, yeah, he didn't live up to it. Just couldn't work out, bad attitude, and all the other circumstances. So, if that's going to motivate him to have a good year trying to catch balls from Mike Glennon and Mitch Trubisky, good luck, dude.
Don't forget about Matt Barkley, who threw for over 400 yards against us. I think that says more about our defensive pass defense. But
we'll see if he can win 2 games this year with them Chicago Bears.
Regardless, I cheer for ex-Titans. I hope he does well. Go, Kendall. Go light it up in Chicago if that's what you want to do.
Okay. Anyways, that's enough about Kendall Wright.
Yeah. What else has been going on with the Titans? Corey Davis is now going 100% in practice now. He reportedly had a very good practice today, catching some passes from Mariota and the other guys. So he's on track. Mariota's on track.
Who do you think is going to have the most productive year this year? Corey Davis, Rashard Matthews, or Taywan Taylor? Or Delaney Walker? Yeah, that's better. Who's going to have the most receiving touchdowns?
You could throw Taylor in there. He might blow up.
Okay, who's going to have the most receiving touchdowns? Davis, Matthews, Taylor, or Delaney Walker? Walker.
Last year it was Rashard with 9, and then Delaney had 7. I don't think Rashard's going to hit 9 again, but I think it's going to be Davis. Maybe that's just because I'm super on his hype train right now, but I think Davis can get 7+ touchdowns, and I think we're going to get a pretty good spread. I think we're going to spread the ball around in the end zone this year.
I think we will too, but I think Delaney's going to get it this year. I think Corey Davis is going to open up the inside more for Delaney to do those little hook routes in the end zone. Yeah,
he's going outside to open up the inside.
So I think they're all going to have great years. I love the weapons we have, man. Let's get the season going, dude. I need to buy the next Madden because the Titans are going to be off the chains good.
Yeah, we're probably going to be.
It'll be so much fun to play with.
Funnest teams to play with for sure.
As long as they give Corey Davis a good rating. If not, I'll change all his ratings to 99.
Good. Great. Evan Gunther said he thinks it goes Davis, Taylor, Walker, Matthews. Yeah, I think Matthews. Well, I can see Matthews dropping all the way down to like maybe 4 less because we have these other receivers to spread it around too. But
if we can get just like half of the production out of Matthews that we got last year, we're gonna have a good year because that means.
So if he does less, then the team does more.
There's no way he's gonna have the same amount of production with the weapons we have now. So I'm saying if he can even produce half of that with Davis, Taylor, Walker, Jonnu Smith, maybe getting in the fold, and then I think we're gonna be solid. Not saying he's going to have a down year, just saying that we have so many weapons now that...
Yeah, I love Rashard, and him not reaching what the statistical peaks that he did last year doesn't take away from what he can do. We're just,
I mean, I think most of those statistical peaks were reached because he kind of became the only wide receiver option end of the year. Yeah. And he tore it up, and he led the team. Him and Delaney. So,
where you at, Kendall?
Who knows? Maybe he'll tear it up even more because everyone's focused on Corey Davis and.
Yeah,
Peeps.
I hope so. I mean, it's going to be one of those things like, who do you game plan for? We have so many weapons. Can we gung ho in and try to? They got to try to stop the run first of all. Can't forget about our run game. That was our bread and butter last year.
Stop that run. Stop that run.
And now, are you going to try to double up Delaney? Are you going to try to, if Corey Davis turns into the top 5 pick we drafted him to be, are you going to try to double team him, focus coverage on him? Oh, but what about Tajuan Taylor coming and undercutting the middle of the field? Oh, no. Then you got Richard. Can't forget about him on the outside.
Right. This is a great story, but I'm going to have to cut you off with this lighter right here.
I'm just, man, it's exciting to think about. All right, there's a fire. I feel very unsafe.
Okay.
That's my take.
So, since that was relevant.
It's Titans, too. We're talking Titans.
Okay, so Jeremy Maclin to the Ravens.
Oh, there we go.
What do you think about that?
Story. You know what? I actually think that's a really good move for the Ravens.
Heck yeah.
Can you name a receiver on the Ravens team? I could name Steve Smith, but he's not on the team anymore.
Well, they had Mike Wallace last year, right?
Oh.
But he's kind of just
I forget.
He's just a deep threat, and that's about it. And he's kind of getting old at that, so he's losing some of that breakaway speed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I think that's one of the better teams he probably could have gone to. And it sucks because I hate the Ravens, and we play the Ravens this year, so I don't know. We played the Chiefs last year, and Jeremy Maclin didn't beat us, but no, I think that's a good signing. What do you think about Eric Decker? What would you think if Eric Decker came to the Titans?
Have we heard? So he's just been dropped right now, right? He's not picked up by any teams or been traded, so he's just free.
He's a free man.
I honestly don't think we need him. I think it would be kind of a waste of a spot on the roster. I think he's good. I think he still has a few years of production, but I like Rashard Matthews, Corey Davis, and Tajuan Taylor.
Yeah, I think the important thing that we want to do is give Davis and Taylor as much snaps as they can. We want to give them playing time. There's no reason to put another receiver out there and have them riding the bench.
And we have Matthews, and then Harry Douglas is kind of like some veteran leadership still. Harry Douglas is still on the team. Correct?
He is.
Okay.
He is.
As of
you
right
wouldn't
now,
know, though. You wouldn't know, would you?
But like you still have those guys kind of like leading the rookies, helping them grow. Yeah. Tajae's got a year under his belt. I like the receiving core we have, which is way better than I could have said last year.
Yeah, J-Rob turning this roster around in a matter of 2 years is crazy.
Yes. He's like, oh, we have a wide receiver weakness? Okay, that's our strength now. Boom,
So then last year it was like, oh, our offensive line sucks. Oh, well, let's just make them into a top 3 line real quick by doing this, this, and that.
He's like, whoop, 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 whoop.
And top 3 O-line.
He's like, see ya, blindside.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I saw him trending a second ago, today.
Trending? Not
trending, but how he's had a concussion since week 3 of last year, and he just got cleared, and then I don't know what the Panthers are doing.
He punched his Uber driver.
Then he punched an Uber driver, but then I don't know. I think that was kind of provoked. I think the Uber driver was kind of a dick, but he did that, and then the Panthers signed Matt Khalil and some other tackles. So are they just going to release him? What are they doing? He should retire or something. His brain is probably very degenerating right now.
He might as well just retire, and then someone needs to go make a movie about him. Oh wait,
that already happened.
Those jokes, man. You got the jokes.
But yeah, I don't know. Michael Orr should retire. His concussion is kind of concerning right now.
What do you think about Le'Veon Bell not showing up for?
Yeah, so, what was that about? He
just wants a contract extension.
I hate when players do that, man. Be with your team and do something. Be part of the practices and be part of the culture that you're getting ready for.
The business sucks for running backs right now.
It does.
I think it sucks in general, but sucks for running backs, especially Le'Veon Bell. He's had injuries the past few years. Yes, I think he's the best, at least most dynamic running back in the game right now. You take him off the Steelers, and they're kind of a different team. I would love to have him on the Titans. Yeah. He can do it all. But Steelers are thinking, he's super good, and he's going to be super good next year and probably the year before, but he's going to hit that wall fast, especially with the injuries. So why give him a multi-million-dollar contract for 5 years when we're only going to use him for the next 2?
Yeah. And running backs, putting their life on the line by taking hits and whatever to the head, and they want to make as much money as they can. I guess I can get that. It's just frustrating.
And then you have teams, say the Patriots have the past few years, where they just kind of, I know they've had LeGarrette Blount a few times, but a lot of teams are just kind of cycling through running backs now. They'll use running backs by committee. You don't necessarily have to have a star. There are a few stars, Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, obviously, but they're going to hit their walls quickly.
It's true.
You know, and most NFL teams are thinking they can get that same production in that position by just cycling through a bunch of different players with different skills rather than relying and putting all their money in one star guy. So it sucks for them.
It's a good point. Fleeting are the days of like Adrian Peterson being on the Vikings for 8, 9, or 10 years, however long it was. Like that's probably not going to happen anymore. Even though he's on the Saints now, but the longevity of running backs on one team is not going to be around for much longer.
Yeah, I think they should. Now back to I'm kind of contradicting myself, but I think if any team was going to pay a running back, the Steelers should pay Le'Veon Bell because of how much he helps in the receiving game. And he could almost move, once he loses kind of his step in the running game, he could almost move to just like a receiving back and be great. I mean, he's a great receiver. So
yeah, he can do it all. He's probably the best in the game right now.
You want to take some fan questions?
Yeah, we probably should for sure. Let's get these
all right,
comments going.
Guys, we're going to take some fan questions about anything. Titans, NFL, NBA, NHL. So go ahead and start typing them right now in the comments. And then we will answer them, I guess.
Or talk about it.
Or at least
I was trying to scroll up and I screwed up everything.
Read it maybe.
Are we going to any games this year, says Mason Giannakos. I will be at several games. I am lucky enough where my dad actually owns PSLs. So when I can, I go to every single home game that I can.
You little PSL.
I brought you to several games using those. So.
Not enough. I'm saying it right now.
Do you think KD's ring is the most worthless ring in history, says Iron Mike Conrad. I'll throw that to you.
I think it's the
I don't know if
no, you know, worthless ring is freaking Matt Barnes getting a ring with the Warriors this year. God, he didn't even deserve to be on the team. At least KD helped with the team. Matt Barnes
not worthless because he.
Yeah, Matt Barnes' ring is more worthless than KD's. I will say that.
Yeah. Oh, Chicken Boy YT's right. David Johnson on the Cardinals is a very good running back. Probably should have mentioned him. Yeah. Great receiver, one of the best in the game, definitely. Yeah. Good call. Hold
on, there's questions down there. What about Eddie Lacy getting those massive bonuses for weight?
That's so sad. That if you lose a certain amount of weight, you get thousands.
He made $55,000 for losing 4 pounds, or for making the
whatever incentive you got to give to players to be at the right playing weight.
It's working, man. The Packers should have done that, and maybe Eddie Lacy would have actually been starting for them right now. But,
yeah. No, Eddie Lacy's a great running back if he can keep his weight down.
Yeah, and I kind of think he's going to have an amazing year if he can stay healthy with the Seahawks.
If they can fix their O-line.
Doesn't matter, dude. Eddie Lacy is pretty much like his own O-line.
He blocks for himself, and then he runs behind his own blocking. That's true.
Out of all the people I would not want to tackle in the NFL, I think Eddie Lacy, obviously beast mode, might be 2 of my top 3 right there. People I do not want to try to tackle, or I would probably die.
Absolutely. You would get trucked.
I would get truck sticks. And
what about Derrick Henry? Would you want to tackle him?
Yeah, Derrick Henry might be the 3rd. You know what?
Delaney Walker?
I could go for his knees.
You better not. You stay the heck
I won't, but I could. I'm not going for Eddie Lacy's knees or Marshawn Lynch, man. I would get just smacked. I would get PK Subban from Crosby into the ground. Just
we need to patent that move, that Crosby move.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it does. Talking about player safety. Jeez. All right. What else we got, guys? What do you guys want to talk about? Come on now.
Come on.
Soldier boy, we better stop least mode. I think we have a good chance to. I like what our defense is doing.
What's your favorite video on YouTube and why?
Man. That's a good question.
What's up, dude? That's got to be one of my favorite YouTube videos.
That's a classic little vine.
Of the past year, anyways.
Yeah. Early prediction for Preds next year. Man. When does the season start? October?
Around the time the NBA starts.
I'm not sure because I don't know about player contracts, if players are supposed to come back or not. But hey, I think they realize what they're capable of, and I think we can make another run next year. Prediction, though, I don't know. We're going to make the Western Conference Finals at least again. Boom, bold prediction by me.
At least the Western Conference Finals.
We'll make it back there. Yeah.
That is pretty bold considering we were the 8th seed.
I'm just
this year.
It
was already kind of pulled off a miracle.
My bandwagon is still rolling.
Predictions.
I'm not a bandwagon. I'm a real Preds fan. Come on.
I think the Grizz should get rid of Mike Conley. All right.
Wow.
Thank you for watching
We're gonna
tonight's
just end
stream.
on that. We don't want to get into that debate again. What do you think of the new wide receiver coach, Mikado?
I think he's good.
Good, very good. I mean, wide receiver was a problem for us last year, so it's probably a little too early to tell how he's doing. But I did read that he said he wanted this position group to be the toughest, most hard-nosed position group on the team.
More than like the O-line?
Yeah, that's an important position group to have. The hard-nosedness, too. So, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. If our receivers ball out this year, then I love him. If they don't, then I say fire him.
J-Rob?
No, the wide receiver coach.
Oh, gosh. I just like blinked out for a second.
I want to build a statue of J-Rob.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay, let's end on this question. If you can relocate any team in the NFL, who would you pick and where? I'm going to have to agree with Evan Gunther. Get the Jags the heck out of here. Send them over to London.
I don't know about London.
Oh, I mean, come on. The next expansion team is going to be in London.
How will that work? How will that work? They live on the other side of the world. How's that timing going to work for games and travel and whatever? I'm going to say, what's a big city in the U.S.? What about Canada? What about Toronto? The Toronto Jaguars. That's a huge city. They have a basketball team and obviously a hockey team. Let's get Canada in on this NFL hype train.
Nah.
Leave them to that hockey.
Okay, that's a better record this year. If not, Malarkey's gone. I don't think so. I think we can. We just based on. I think we'll have a better record.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I feel like we only got better.
But, I think it would take like a disastrous year for Malarkey to get fired. I think if we come away with like maybe like an 8-8 season or a 7-9 season, I don't think he would get fired. It would take like a 4-12 season or a disastrous season after last year for him to get fired.
Yeah, even that. I mean, it would probably. I could not if we have a healthy team all through next year. I cannot envision us going like 4-12. Like something's gonna have to go seriously wrong.
Seriously.
Like something just did not click whatsoever. But yeah, I can't see him being fired no matter what happens after this year.
And even then, if we do go like 4-12, I don't think J-Rob and the team right now is wanting to like cultivate that NFL environment of, oh my gosh, you mess up a little bit and you're out of here.
Yeah, don't want to put him on the hot
coaches,
seat.
because then you can never establish consistency.
Yeah, and he's
with
been
the team.
so crucial to the culture that we've established right now.
Yeah,
so.
we give J-Rob a lot of credit and he deserves it, but I think Malarkey was, players liked him, and when players like playing for you, and when you can inspire players, it helps them play better.
Yeah,
I guess.
And
I don't know.
Inspired me.
I
As
don't
a fan.
play for Malarkey. Maybe he sucks.
Anyway, yeah, he's probably a bro. No joke. Want to see an NFL team in San Antonio? They already have Houston and Dallas. Texas is fine.
Put one in Alaska. Make them and no dome. Put them in Alaska, and they have to play outside. That would be a crazy
on
home.
ice.
And that's where the Super
Bowl.
Skates. That's where the Super Bowl would be.
Yeah, no, that'll draw a lot of fans.
Okay. Anyways, guys, we'll be live next Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Thank you for all your questions. If you have any questions you want us to cover next time, you can tweet at us at TitansTubeYT.
For topics to discuss, whatever you guys want.
Yes.
We like talking to you guys. We do this for you guys.
Well, I like talking. I like hearing myself talk. You're probably close to second, and then
thanks.
These people are down the list. But I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
One day the Super Bowl will be in Nashville. I like it. And the Titans will be playing some home field advantage in the Super Bowl. Bam!
Oh.
Get ready.
All right.
Dynasty is starting this year.
I got nothing left to say, bros, but see you guys next Tuesday night.
Thanks for
Bring
watching.
your questions and
Appreciate
stuff. Cheers.
Cheers.